Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellen. So have you ever played with a charcoal pencil and watercolor? Well, today is your lucky day. I've done this in the past, but I'm going to show you how to do this really quickly. If you don't like how fast I'm drawing or painting, slow me down. Patreon members will get the drawing that I have. You can just click on the description box below to become a Patreon member and you can get that drawing. But I'm going to show you how to draw this really quickly. You're just drawing it with the charcoal pencil. You're putting the watercolor in and creating this beautiful, loose, fallish type color, flowers. Super fun, super easy. So let's get to it, step by step, any skill level, lots of joy, lots of fun, and let's get painting. So for this fun tutorial, I'm using cold pressed paper here from Fabriano and this lovely simple charcoal pencil. This is the peel and sketch charcoal. You can get these anywhere, any kind of art supply store. You kind of have to use a string and pull it down to like peel it. Mine's kind of like eroded, so maybe yours is better than mine. I have to. The original one just kind of left, but this is the kind of charcoal pencil that I use. And we're gonna have any kind of brush that you like. I'll be using certain brushes, but you can just use whatever brush you like. And I've had this kind of tutorial somewhere around my YouTube, I don't know, but I'm gonna show you again if people have lost it. Now this is a big piece of paper. You can practice on a smaller piece of paper if you like. Let's just do some simple flowers. Again, it's just using a circle. We can do like a sunflower and just like petals. See how I'm just kind of like going like this, left and right, scratching, not filling it completely, and that's why this paper is great, right? Do a few of these. Don't you love this noise? Now, depending on how dark you want it, don't make it super dark. I'm just pressing lightly on this. We can do different kind of flowers too. Ooh, I don't know, like a kind of like a wiggly poppy. We can do like a tall, just make it like a stem, stick up and get these little things coming off and just wiggle some flowers. It could look like a delphinium or something, but I'm just wiggling. It doesn't look like anything special. You want a variety of flowers. See, I'm kind of wiggling like another like poppy-ish kind of flower. I can do a sunflower that's not open. I haven't done the stems yet. I'm just doing the flowers themselves. Maybe like another one of these poking up here. Think of the composition. So it's going to be kind of like going up to the right. I'm always going to the left these days, so let's just try and change it up. And just it looks like little wiggle popcorns, okay? And little stems off that. And let's do another just kind of daisy type flower here. You see? We're getting there. Another wiggly kind of daisy here. Nothing special. They can look like, I don't know. What's that flower I see in my yard? September. An aster. They're just kind of like these pointy little daisies that are small. So we can do a bunch of those. Right? Again, we have that sunflower. Maybe do another one kind of poking down here. And just like a little bouquet. We can do like another aster here. We'll go a round flower with a dot in the center. I'm going fast. You can also just slow me down. People do that. Slow me down. I'm just going to put some leaves now. See? Oh, the pencil needs to be sharpened, but it's not. And bigger leaves kind of coming up here on the bottom. Look at that. You guys, you can draw this just as fast. See, I'm just kind of wiggling some stems and leaves. Try and draw as fast as possible the same thing I'm doing. Really quick and fast, and you'll come out really nice and loose. And that's the whole point, right? And some more leaves, stems. All right, now you're going to connect the stems and leaves. You can do like a little more ditzy flowers down here if you want. Stems, leaves, grasses, more stems. Okay, coming down to the bottom. You want more flowers. It's up to you. I think we're good with this. And some more leaves. Everything is going to be drawn out. Like I said, slow me down if you need to. But I'm going fast so I can show you do the same thing. It just comes out looser that way. Look at that. Now, you can take a picture. Boom. There you go. I'll have a picture for my Patreon members. You'll have the traceable if you want that. And the rest of you guys just have fun with it. Now this part, I want to stress. Don't press down hard on the paper. And also, you know, if you don't want to put color in, don't put color in. It could be really beautiful just by watering down the watercolor. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this yellow, cadmium yellow deep, cadmium red light. You can make a nice orange. Oh, that's a muted orange. I have actually brilliant orange over here from Holbein. See, I actually used too much of it recently, so let's add some more. And the yellow too. I'm always using that yellow. I think the most colors I use are yellow and these three constantly, and the Prussian blue. So there's 4. Okay, so I'm going to just water this down. It's got too brown, you know, nice bright orange, orangey yellow color for sunflowers. I'm watering it down. Let's see what's going to happen here. I love just playing. Play! Okay, so that charcoal is going to be activated as soon as you put water to it. And it's going to push into the paint. And it might make it a little blacky, so you can kind of go back in and, you know, wipe it off in your brush. See, it's doing that where it's getting a little too black. But that's okay. In some areas, we might want that. See, if I just watered it down itself, it might not be ready for you, but I kind of love it. It's something to try. Look at that. Getting some orange. Got too much of this orange happening. More yellow. I can use thicker paint here on the paper. Maybe you could add more charcoal, like press down a little more. I could have done that. And you would have another, let me see if I go back into it, use it. Ooh, see? We can kind of do that for the center. Look at that when it gets wet. It just gets really intense. Exciting. See that? Ooh. And you just kind of take a little bit of water and move it around and you got your center. I don't know. You got to learn to play with stuff in order to have fun, number 1. Number 2, in order to grow as an artist. I'm constantly trying out paints and brushes and all kinds of stuff. And I'm not saying break your bank, because let me do it for you. But I am saying I'm encouraging you to play and try the brushes, try different mediums with your watercolor, right? Charcoal is so much fun. I've done this so many times and just kind of bleeding now, adding more color and bleeding that. And then over here, you know, want to do some kind of fallish colors. I can do like an orange poppy kind of happening here. Filling that in, and over here. We got another sunflower situation. Yellow orange down here. Look at this. It's such a cool look. And I'm going over here. Yes, I'm losing it. Now, the asters that grow in my yard are purple. So I'm going to do some purple. Got the yellow, orange down here. And I see the black has bled. But it's a cool look, isn't it? I don't know. I think it's fun. You really got to just experiment and play. I'm going to do like a yellow one down here. Kind of mush that up in here. Those little circles. I'm going to grab this bright, oh God, that yellow is everywhere. Bright rose. Get some bright red color tones. Let's just make that like a red poppy. Look how loose I'm painting it. I'm using the number 12 Neptune series. Just barely filling it in. And that's the point. We want to gonna really be loose with this, and you know, those little bops up here I'm gonna make purple. So we have a lot of warm tones happening. It's very exciting to have some warm tones. Now I don't have another flower in here, but I like this color, so I'm just gonna put one in over here. I can always draw it in with the charcoal. I'm gonna add like more of a combination of these. This color. Put some in here. It's this intuitive painting. As you're painting, you see look, missing some stuff. So now I'm going to remove some of this color, make some purple, ultramarine blue, and any kind of pink you have will be phenomenal. So I have bright rose here and ultramarine blue, purple, the more blue, purple. I like this. Will look nice. And look at that. We're going to do the little doodads here. Now that might be darker. You can just water it down. Add some more ultramarine blue. Oh, yes. Like I said, it looks like delphinium, so I'm just pushing down lightly on my brush. Look how cool that looks. And then we've got those asters, right? Just taking these little super fast little daisy kind of petals. And I'm like, that looks nice. We need something over here. We had a lot of stems over here, but I'm going to add some flowers. Again, intuitive painting. Just going to add them. Now, we don't want to do purple everywhere, right? I'm going to lift some of that purple up. Remember, we are keeping mostly warm tones and adding, I'm going to add ultramarine blue itself. Water this down. Let's see what we got. Ooh, kind of cool. And leave that. All right, we're going to make some greens. Now, ultramarine blue makes terrible greens. You want yellow and Prussian blue. Make nice, lovely, deep greens. You can add burnt sienna or burnt umber to change that green down a little bit. I'm going to water this down. I'm going to add some more yellow. We got that chartreusey green. Look at that. Now we're going to put in our green stems. Tapping down, and we'll go over that charcoal. It's not really making it really super black, is it? Some areas, so you don't have to make it a dark color. You can keep it light, because when you hit that charcoal, it's going to make it dark for you. Look how they do all the work for you. Lovely, isn't it? So here I'm just going like this real quick. Do, 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 do. Tapping, tapping. We're quickly tapping. Don't you just love this look? I'm going to add more of that bright green. Yellow, I'm sorry. So now I'm going to squeeze in here. I'm just tapping in. We didn't draw in the greens. I'm just pushing the paint. See, I'm just tapping down and pushing, moving my brush, filling these gaps with green. Look how sweet that is. And then, of course, up in here, hit that like delphinium flower. Go up here, point, add little greens. Do-da, do-da. This is taking minimal time, and the effect is so cool. I'm very excited about it. I hope you are. Add some bright yellow. We don't get in there. Look at that. I don't know about you, but this is like under 10 minutes, and it's phenomenal. I know, I'm getting excited. Okay, so let's make some greens a little bit different now. If you did add, let's add some peacock blue. Get more of a turquoisey kind of green. Let's change up our greens a little bit. You want some variety. Variety is the spice of life. So now I'm pushing down on some of these areas, filling this in with this this like turquoisey green. And I'm just pushing down around by my charcoals. Filling these green areas in with the charcoal. So I'm hitting that charcoal line, and it's getting more darker and more intense. And I kind of want that. I'm filling it in. Leaving some white around my blooms. But I love the look. I just love it. And really, how long did that take? So now we can use the charcoal to our advantage again. So they have the centers. It should be a little bit darker. Black-ish. You can even do in the center of these guys. In here. And we're going to fill it in just with watercolor. Water, I'm sorry. Look at that. I had to go over this again. Sweet. Oh, I'm going to have to use the charcoal pencil here. Look at that. You can do it when it's wet too, by the way. Did you see that? Did you see me do it? Ellen's gone nuts. But I'm all about having fun. Dots in the middle of that red flower. This was super easy. Tell me it wasn't super easy. Come on. Now there's nothing here. Look what happens if I just go like this. Look how cool that looks. And just add some green, yellow, green. Doo-dah. The energy is just cool. Maybe a little more orange color in here. And of course, the charcoal center. That looks so cool. I don't know. I'm excited about playing with watercolor. I hope you are too. This is super quick, super fun, super easy. Don't tell me it isn't. Come on. And then you know what we can do? Take some nice bright yellow, orangey color. Do a little splattering. Oh, yes. Just adds a little something to it. And look at that. Masterpiece. I love it. Really get excited about playing with different tools. Charcoal pencil. Simple watercolor. Slow down the video. Like I said, if you're a Patreon member, you get the trace that I just drew. But really, draw fast. Draw some simple daisies, little dootsy. It's like popcorn. And look how pretty that looks. I know. I get excited. But I just love it. This is what makes such a beautiful card. You know, beautiful painting to give somebody. Really simple techniques and really has an amazing impact. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoy my channel, if you enjoy what I do, please think about becoming a Patreon. You support my channel, which I really appreciate here on YouTube, and because YouTube is free content. And thank you so much. You can find out all about that in the description box below. And have a fantastic day and happy painting. Make it joyful.